I sit every day, and where you point us to is very clear. When I'm sitting,
Yes.
I see the thoughts, I see the tendencies, and this carries out into daily life. But still, the thing that brings a shape is anger. And when I look, what brings this anger, what brings the shape, it's like, yesterday I created a normal situation, I put a time on it, created this pressure that didn't exist, and then brought frustration and anger that maybe...
You could do that? You could do it? Yes, if anybody's short of pressure, I'll show you how to create. Okay, no, go, okay.
Serena pointed this out to me, and I was like, wow, I completely created a situation that wasn't even there, and then got angry about it.
Yeah. And the anger was real?
I mean, it manifested in a way that Serena, who I stood there and made a vow to make our communion the highest sadhana, and bless her, she really can take some crap from me, but she's just like, she reminds me of you, because she's able to make me see it that no one else would be able to do. But it keeps coming, and I haven't stood up for a while in satsang. Maybe there's some pride stopping me from asking for help, but my life is beautiful, and that's thanks to you. I came into contact with you, and every aspect is beyond my wildest dreams, but still there's a kick every now and again.
Okay, can we take a look? And you can insert your own little copyrighted version. It cannot work. For me, it's not anger, it's kind of food, or whatever like this, okay? You said, actually, you used some words that were helpful for me, because you say, I can see it coming. I see it coming. If you see something coming, you must have been there already, isn't it? It's not just logic. I mean, come on, be with that. I can feel it rising. I can feel the anger coming, like it's whoa, and it became louder and louder until it really manifested as kind of like this, no? So that is a sensation that we experience. It's in the body, and it's like whoa. Why? What is it getting its fuel from? Because if I go and I put, a cup of petrol in your empty car, how long is it going to go for? Okay. That's it, done. My glass of petrol is done. Where is it getting its supply from to keep building? No? Something, it's feeding on something. It has to feed on something, and the primary food is identity. History and identity is running. It's meaning that it's got a context. Now it starts to put reason and meaning, or whatever it may be. And it's gassing up. But I want you to not forget something. Without you, the weakness of it does not exist. Please, take a moment. Without something earlier than it, because that is a crisis, that is a state, that's an energetic state that you experience in the body. But it's as identity with it also. So when I ask you, okay, let it run, don't try and change that, but just be aware, just stay as the weakness. What is weakness? Weakness means that which is aware of something but is not involved in it. Any legal person here, they will tell you that if you go into something and you are merely witnessing, you cannot be caught for the crime. Your only weakness. The court loves you. You help them to determine the outcome of something. Your only weakness. But the minute you get involved in the scene, you become part of the crime scene, isn't it?
Can I clarify?
Okay.
Are you saying, let the anger come, just don't identify it, or the anger, if you don't identify, the anger won't come?
Listen, you are having this anger issue by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not like there was a guy in front of you jumping around with something. So even then you will be able to. But this one, you say, you're asking now, am I saying that when the anger comes, speak again now?
When the anger comes, should I just observe, or if I'm not identifying, the anger wouldn't come?
No, the anger may come, but it wouldn't detonate into an atomic bomb. The anger may come, the energy, like anything else, come and have come before and have gone. Has anything in your life ever come and stayed? In the way that it impacted from the first moment, everything come and go. Everything come and go. You see, but when it's come, does it create a victim? Because it's something wants it to go, or something is riding on it. In your case, how is it then? What keeps the anger alive? In this case, it's running by itself.
Actually, these days, when it comes, in the past I could drag it on for days of shame. I shouldn't do this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But now I'm more reacting to the person. It's to say Serena. She gets, and quite rightly so. She doesn't like it. Zero tolerance.
Yeah.
And then it comes back on to me.
It's good she's there, because maybe if she was not, you would find an excuse to make it live. But because of your love for her, it's calling you need to deal with this.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And so, this thing, I'm not going to put anger above anything else. It comes in an energy inside the body, and it's got to tell me if it has no identity. Tell me if it has no identity. Of course, it's about me. To whom does it belong? To the me. Me. Okay? It's not, I'm so angry. Oh, you don't know him. I'm angry. No, you're angry. Me, the sense of me is the fuel for this anger. Okay? Can we reverse beyond me? Everybody, just take a look. I ain't going to ask you to put your hand up necessarily. Can you reverse beyond even me, whereby even the me, which is the most dynamic self-portrait in a moment, this me, so volatile that me and anger almost become one, okay, in a moment or two. Is there space there to recede, even leaving that me and that anger? Can the me be included in the seeing of the anger? Please, maybe for some, they can't, whoa, what you saying? Well, can't get that, because you've never really properly done that. We've never seen that it is possible also. That even, let the anger, don't fight the anger, because the fighting and the resistance intensify the experience. The more and then it has issues, and it has issues, it's got tissues, it's got everything in this. It has reason, it has justification. You see? But reversing the attention, are you not there in a place that is there a you that is different from the anger? Is there a space of yourself which is not the anger? Or has anger become you, or you have become angry? You have become the anger? In a sense, we can say that. Because this you also it's got some vitality. It's also got a program. It's got history. It's got some things which ticks it off, and others that pleases it. So this that you are able to see, it is phenomenal. It will be hot 1 minute. Its temperature will change. Whatever you can perceive through the mind or the senses cannot be what you are, the true witness of it. But who will prove? Who will at least take it on to see if it can be verified by you unto yourself? Can you verify that there's a space beyond even your hot person? The person is burning, and I say, okay, let the person's sense burn. That which is aware of it. Is that real? And you may have to fight, because in that moment, the passions are so hot that there may be not even the willingness to step back from it. But you have to learn this. Because if you catch this, you'll find that you can catch everything else. You catch the hot spot and see that actually it also is traffic. It also is a cloud passing. It is being seen. By what is it being seen? Does it have a shape? This thing, you guys have to do this. It's not right, you don't do this. It is not correct, you don't do this, because the whole world is imprisoned by these forces. Unquestioned identity, psychological identity. Everyone is in the grip, and we define ourselves in this way. You have to do it. Why so difficult? Because there's a force within you that doesn't want to do it. There's a force that's inside that fights against. It's like we start to talk about how, and everything becomes cloudy. Sorry. You know how many times at this stage somebody goes, sorry, could you say again? And I say, okay, right. Oh, sorry, could you say again? Because it's like, it's as though what you're trying to look at or for keeps going away. But you who's witnessing something is escaping to be recognized, you are not that thing also. Am I going too quick?
Is it progress that in the past I would get angry, then stand up for my point and be pissed off for days and hold on to my position, and now within a few minutes it can be pointed out.
That's
I'm
really
dismount.
Good. Amazing.
Because
amazing.
that is what's happening. But from Serena's point of view, it shouldn't even manifest into the anger.
She's tough. She's tough. She's tough. She's tough. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh. I need to have a word with her. I mean, come on. Is she completely without?
No, but maybe hers isn't as elaborate. It can be more passive.
So it's her not being elaborate against you only having a minute or two. Yeah, my little stink bomb has got rose in it. Okay, so that makes it okay for you. But yours, I've got what? Fried eggs? Bad eggs. Bad eggs. So that no. Sometimes unless things manifest, you don't get to see it, and if you don't see it and it lives, maybe worse. So it comes, and you have a chance to say, "Whoa," or like some reflex. You're already up riding. You and your horse is already going. Okay, and I say, "Whoa." Either dismount or see that both the rider and the horse are actually some play watched inside a place that is not galloping about. Has anybody come to that? In how many seconds?
Is that how we measure the progress then? If it's gone on for days or if instantly we can see it? I mean, it's not so...
When you're out of it, you'll know immediately it didn't exist. When you're out of it, you know, but this was just crazy. What is that? It doesn't exist in the place of being. It exists in the place of becoming, in the place of person. It lives. It becomes part of your biography, of your autobiography. But there's a place which is beyond biography. Here, the most true. Somebody may say, what's the point of that? I need to register as a phenomenal entity. I have a passport, I come from somewhere, I've got to acknowledge that. I say, sure, you acknowledge. If a sage is going to airport, they can't say, listen, I have no passport, I'm universal. Unless this is meant to something happen. And they say, Swamiji, of course, you need no passport, you go on. No, but I don't think they would have this. So some identity, a little bit to play in the world is, of course, it's there. But your entire overview and your internal view is completely changed. The perspective, all that changed is the change from person to presence. That's the only change. Okay? It's not that you get more muscle, you get taller, you whatever like this. No, only the shift from occupying and living in the state of personhood, like I, me, yeah, who you think you're talking to, I got graduated from, this one from person to presence, in which the sense of person can be seen. When the person can be seen, all that gelignite is turned into curry powder. When you can see. But there are forces, internal and apparently external to the form, that seem to, they don't go away so quickly. They have been a part of your entourage, a part of your sense of self. They've come with you. Why? Because you have a label of being somebody. And everybody has some characteristic. Everyone has some autobiography. So for someone to recede, to rise above in this way, and everyone is capable, maybe not at the same time. Your potential is here, your capacity may not be yet ready. If you are too anchored in feelings and the world and have too many concepts, you may find it's the strength to even take this on is not even apparent for you. There are many people in the world, this conversation, that walk out and gone, ice cream and coffee. Not for them. Why you? Because perhaps your time hearing these things, and that they actually transform into light consciousness is possible.
I was just going to say, it's like I met you because I was a person that was suffering a lot, and then over the years, I mean, I hardly suffer. It's just joy, but I see you can also get very comfortable. I have a beautiful life. Once you said, like, don't try to create your whole life. Let God create some, because He'll do a much better job than you. And my God has done an incredible job. And I can get quite comfortable in that. So I'm glad these things come to keep me in the game, kind of thing. But
I love you, man. That's really good. I'm glad these things come to keep me in the game. The game meaning the game of discernment.
Yeah.
To keep that discerning power alive.
And not too comfortable and.
Yeah, but don't let that congeal. Don't let that become, I'm always going to need this, because you may go beyond the need of this even. You see? I mean, an awakened being doesn't need trouble to keep test how much they're awake. It comes by itself. It's already written. You can't pick, who you're going to fence with. It will come. And it's good. And there's a joy in discerning. There's a joy in discerning and seeing things just dissolve in their power and their impact, and come to see that the one that was taking the fight is illusory inside your own being. You see it. If you see it in you first, you'll see it in everything after. But you must see it in you. Some people can see the whole world, themselves they can't see. If you can see where you have your own sense of self is also phenomenal, you've come to a true realization. Not merely an intellectual realization, experiential, profound, whereby action, reaction, interactions play, but you are not imprisoned by them. Not on being clever now, like you do that, no, I'm not responsible. Not that. Compassion also be there. Love will flourish. Justice will flourish. Your love will be released from the prison house of personhood. You become global. It's not you doing anything, actually, as a consequence of your seeing and the loyalty to your seeing, until it becomes again just natural, automatic. Who am I speaking to? Thank you. This is good. Good. Why? Because you don't say you're speaking to him. No. Even if I'm talking about fish and chips and you're a vegan, I'm still talking to you. Okay? Let's cut to the chase and beyond the chase. So this is wisdom, to see that actually we're not talking about the differences between people. That can be there. And I want to say again that actually diversity is a beautiful part of life also. Each one's uniqueness is a part of the great play. Even flower I talk about, even one of these flowers, if you look carefully, every petal has its uniqueness. So it's not, the trouble is not diversity, ego. Ego. I put ego as the root cause of all suffering in the world. Self-preference, based upon very flimsy ground, is the cause of suffering unto oneself and unto all that you are in contact. And by contact, I don't mean necessarily physical contact, thought contact. That you think this about something that you've never met, don't know. You're holding this poison inside your system, and you think you get away free with it. You're ingesting poison. But you must come to a place, actually come to that place which cannot be poisoned. There is a place in you cannot be poisoned. It can only be hidden, but it cannot be destroyed. This is why we say that as a soul, we are eternal beings, actually. At different times in your lives, you knew this and forget. We knew it, forget. We are eternal beings. So it's not the thing, oh, I wish I could live forever. You can live forever, but you can live forever, and bodily also. For a long time, forever. Because there's a whole point to this. The journey is to awaken to your highest truth. I take it you came for this. I didn't write anybody email, listen, I saw you down the road, I'd like to invite you to something. Is your own beingness came here. You may not be conscious, you may not say it like that, but something caused you to come. Something caused you to leave. And something bring you back. Just as it plays.
Thank you, Babaji.
Thank you, my love. Thank you.